Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you a new website that I found that you can use to track what you're reading and find new books and things. Obviously Goodreads is kind of the most popular website out there, but I am yet to come across someone who really loves using Goodreads. So hopefully as this app develops, this website develops over time, this will become a replacement for Goodreads. It is still in very early stages, it still runs quite slowly, but it's really cool, and I'll show you what it can do. So up here usually it would have recommendations. I think it starts giving you recommendations when you rate books, which I haven't done yet in here, so that's why I don't have anything here. You have a TBR pile here, and it's got a nice little like 3D. It actually like has this little 3D animation for the book, which is cool. And if you've got more than one book in your TBR pile, you can search and filter. I don't tend to use a big TBR list, so that's why I've only got one book in there. And then up here you've got your currently reading, and then I think these are like popular books from other users. So if you look at your currently reading, you can click on view all. It takes you in here and you can set progress just like you can on Goodreads. You can set it either by page or by percentage, and you do get to select the edition that you are reading so that the pages are accurate. So you can see here I'm reading a few books all at the same time. You can tag the books as well if you want to. So like custom tags, if you want to like keep track of them somehow. And then the other really cool section here is up here called your Storygraph. This gives you similar information, so read recently, your currently reading pile, and your to read pile, and then you can also note books that you own, which is cool. I don't think you can do that on Goodreads. So here I've got all the books that I own if I wanted to like go through here and check if I own a book as the library gets bigger and stuff. And then over here, this is the cool part of Storygraph. So here it gives you a bunch of stats about what you've been reading, and you can change it by period here. You can even compare two different periods. So if you use this for a long time, you can get those sorts of data, and you can import your Goodreads library. If you've been using Goodreads for a long time, you can import it into here. There's like an export function on Goodreads, and then you can upload it to the Storygraph. So then you've got years worth of reading on here. I don't actually use Goodreads because it's terrible, so I couldn't do that. So I've only got my 2021 reads on here. So you can see so far I've read 9 books and 6,140 pages, and it gives you sort of the types of books that you've been reading here and a nice pie chart. You can also see the pace of the books that you tend to read and the length of the books that you tend to read, and then whether they're fiction or non-fiction. And then here you've also got genres, and one book can fit into several genres, so you will get like a very big number if you add all these up. But you can see that obviously I read a lot of history books. And then down here you have a nice chart showing you your number of books read and your pages read over time. So I like that it gives you the pages read as well, because obviously if you read a lot of short books, that book number is going to be very high, but you're not necessarily going to get through the same number of pages. And you'll see those diverge. If you're reading a lot of short books, you'll see the book number sort of start to spike up above the pages number here. So that's really nice. Obviously it is, I believe, only counting books and pages in the month that you finish them, not in like the month that you're updating your progress. That may be something that updates over time. And down here you've got your star ratings. Like it'll give you a distribution of your star ratings. I don't really tend to use that, but yeah, this is the website. Oh, and there's also reading challenges up here if you do want to set those. So you can set both book goal and pages goal for the year, and I assume it gives you some progress here. So that's the Storygraph. You can get to it at app.thestorygraph.com. or just Google the Storygraph. It's really easy to use. It does run a little bit slowly from time to time, but that's not a huge deal. And then you can, just by the way, I just checked this, you can go into here. So here's where you can import your Goodreads library, and then here you can export your Storygraph library. So if you want to export it and probably import into Goodreads, I don't know if they have that function, or if you just want to export it, it exports as a CSV file, which you can then open up in any spreadsheet program. I'll just show you here. I did that just before, so it exports like this with all the information you'd want about the book. So if you did want to ever leave Storygraph and take that library with you, you can do that. So anyway, that's the Storygraph. I'd recommend giving it a go and see how you like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.